One of my favorite stories in all of the four Gospels is the story in John 2 of Jesus being invited to a wedding in Cana of Galilee. And I love this story because it turns out to be the most miraculous thing ever done by Jesus. And it's surpassed only by what was done to Jesus on Easter morning. It is the most miraculous of all the things he did. Now, when I've said that, people go, wait a minute. Look, he fed 5,000. He raised Lazarus. What do you mean this is the most miraculous of everything Jesus has ever done? It's most miraculous because Jesus turns the water into wine without using grapes. When he multiplies the loaves and fishes, the ingredients are there. Even when he raises Lazarus, the ingredients are there in his body, but they're not ingredients for the wine and the water. I mean, that's what makes this, it's almost a parallel to the beginning of creation. Out of nothing, he brings into being what was not there. Now, what's interesting is that story comes on the heels of a story in John 1 where Jesus meets the man we now call Simon Peter. And John says Jesus looked at Simon. It means he looked through Simon. He says, you are Simon. Your name shall be called Cephas, which is Aramaic for rock, hence rock Peter. Your name is Simon, it shall be called Cephas. Simon is related to the verb meaning shifting sand, or maybe even blowing in the wind. And Jesus is saying, when I get through with you, you're going to be rocky. There will be no other name for you. You'll be so solid. And the interesting thing is the ingredients for becoming rocky are not in Simon when Jesus makes the promise. When Jesus promises to do something new in our life, the ingredients for the new thing do not have to be there. The grapes don't have to be there for Jesus to make wine out of water. So, for instance, when he promises to work self-control in my fickle soul, the ingredients for self-control don't need to be there. I can tell you that they're not there. But he can bring that into being. When he promises to make me a merciful human being, the ingredients for mercy don't have to be there. He can bring that into being. And so that's why I'm drawn to that story, because when he promises to make something new, the ingredients for the something new do not have to be there. Just as in the beginning, the ingredients for creation didn't have to be there. Calls it into being out of nothing. Nobody's like that dude.